Hey, what's going, guys?
A little rusty, bud.
Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Seth here with Cinema Scumbags movie podcast. Oh, I already said my name.
I'm Matt.
And I'm Nick. What's going, guys?
Hey. In the words of Stain,
A little rusty.
it's been a while.
The great band Stained.
Oh man, I'll never forget taking driver's ed, and there was this real fat, smelly chick that wore stained shirts every day.
Are you sure the shirt wasn't stained?
They were stained shirts.
Cool.
Hey, starting off with some good old stories. Hey, what's going on, guys? How's it been? It's been a while.
How's
How
it
you fellas
going?
doing?
Fine.
Fine.
Putting out.
Okay.
You've been putting out some good content there, Filmies.
Just trying to shove it out there.
He's a gaming guy now.
I know. You
We're
know what the
gaming
fuck you're
channel.
talking about, though. So props to that.
Well, I don't just do it to do it.
I'm just saying. I'm glad that you're educated on the subject.
Hey, we had a video reach over 500 views, so
There we go.
we're making
Holy
it back
shit,
up.
it's like the old days.
I tell you
I
what. I
miss
think
the
these
old
guys
days.
are on to something.
I give 'em
Don't
2
you
more
tell
weeks.
me they're fucking back.
I thought we killed him.
No, that's old news. We're back. It's been a while since we've done an episode of the podcast. We had some issues the last time. A certain member doesn't know how to record his own audio. But,
Yeah, Matt.
Surprisingly, it wasn't me.
But now we're back with the podcast. Some cool stuff to talk about.
Yeah, we're bringing back a lot of the old things. Bringing back trailer reactions, reviews, all that kind of stuff. But one thing we're also bringing back is the Scum line.
The what line?
Cum line.
There you go.
We're bringing back the Scum line. So if you want to ask us a question, tell us to fuck off, give us a comment, concern, whatever. All you have to do is call the number 213-444-3766. Don't worry. Nobody's going to pick it up.
Yeah.
Don't you worry, you introverts.
Don't you worry. You don't have to speak to an actual person.
So we did have a few come in this week. So hopefully we can get that built back up, get some people asking questions. And
It's been so long since we've interacted with the audience.
Was that almost a year? I would think, right?
Shit, if not longer.
Yeah.
yeah, it's been a while. And
do it.
yeah, let's jump right into it, shall we?
Let's see what we've got waiting for us.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Hey, this is Joe Swanson. I was just wondering why Seth has yet to watch the History of the Universe Part 7, considering he's in it. Thanks.
All right.
Wow.
Joe Swanson impression. Could have been better, but...
Yeah. Agreed.
Well,
So why hasn't Seth watched History of the Pooniverse?
I had a
6?
prominent role in this film.
7.
7. Yeah. I don't know if I thought I might have watched it, but maybe not. There's so many parts. I just got so lost in the riveting story that
I'll have to say, I've watched most of it. It's more confusing than Tree of Life.
You're like Johnny Depp. You just can't watch yourself in films.
it's true. That's let me go back and I'll give it a whirl. It's going to be about 2 years after the fact, but better late than never. Thanks, Kyle, Timmy. I forgot about those guys. Still around, still listening. Appreciate it, fellas.
Well, speaking of Timmy, I took your advice, Seth. I've been playing the Stick of Truth a little bit.
Oh man,
It's
fun shit.
It is fun. Very well. It's the same type of South Park humor you get, and it's a good time so far.
What party yet, buddy?
I don't remember.
So
Been
you're
a
lying
couple-
about playing it.
Been a couple days. Well, I just it's like the very beginning where I just became part of the group. I had to go initiate all those people.
Okay.
The, what is it? The black guy named Token.
Oh, that's right. That's right. There's a lot of good stuff in there. Good gaming chat. Matt, you want to talk about Pong, the last game you played?
Atari.
How about Tetris?
I really think the last game I liked was 007.
Oh,
Maybe.
I mean, what, like Goldeneye?
Goldeneye.
Yeah. Goldeneye, sorry.
Well, if that's the last one you're really into, then that's a good way to go out because that
That game was fun as hell.
Yeah, master class.
Tis. I concur.
Anyways, everyone out there, go check out History of the Universe, the entire saga.
And go check out the channel because we've got tons of videos coming out.
That's
Okay.
right.
Tons.
We do have one more call that we got. A little longer, so I'll let it play out. Here we go.
Hey guys, how's it going? It's Ryan calling out of Baltimore. I've called and tweeted at you guys before from a while back. Really love what you guys are doing. Props to you guys for sticking with it.
Thanks.
You guys are one of my favorite YouTubers for sure.
Wow.
So my first question, movie related. Why do you guys think that the new Halloween movie works? You know, I'm talking like it being a direct sequel to the original. I was thinking about other horror movie franchises, and I feel like they wouldn't work with other series. Like, I necessarily wouldn't want to see a sequel to Nightmare on Elm Street.
Right.
But there's something about this Halloween that really just makes sense, and I think everybody's excited for it. Second question, music related. Are there any new bands or albums that you guys have gotten hooked to later on in life? I think most people just sort of listen to the stuff they grew up with. You know, Seth, I see your Instagram feed, and it's all like, you know, mid-90s, mid-2000s stuff. And I'm the same way where I'm always listening to the stuff that I grew up with. So just let me guys know if you guys have been hooked on anything lately. Also, speaking of music, Glassjaw is going on tour this summer. I remember you guys mentioning that a while back, so I might want to check that out.
Nice.
Anyway, love you guys. Thanks, as always. Peace out.
God, that was a great call.
Yeah, good job.
Fuck.
Did you? By the way, did you hear the new Glassjaw album? It's really good.
I didn't hear it yet.
Newer-ish,
but
I guess.
I can relate, considering I'm a sufferer of Crohn's disease.
Oh my god. Undiagnosed.
In your head.
Self-diagnosed.
So a couple questions. We'll break it down by each one. First one was, why do you think the new Halloween will work, or seems that it's going to work?
Oh, well, where do we even start with that?
Well, I think it's a little more grounded. It looks like they're going serious. They're not. Something about those early 2000s ones were just bad.
That was the time, you know. That
Yeah,
the
it
era.
was the time.
And I think out of all, like, the big horror films, your Friday the 13th, Halloween, Nightmare on Elm Street, in terms of film quality, I think the original Halloween destroys all of them.
Oh, yeah, agreed.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, the original Halloween is, like, an amazing piece of work, Not to take anything away from Nightmare on Elm Street. I love that shit, but I just think Halloween is on such a different level in terms of film quality,
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
Of course, yeah. But we can talk about it real quick if you'd like.
Oh, of course.
Halloween trailer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Talk away.
Well, I mean, it surprised me, I'll say that.
It looked fucking awesome.
But I'm trying to keep my expectations, at a good spot.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to.
I mean,
to
it's going to
overplay
be, it won't be anything groundbreaking. It's going to be a slasher with the iconic, characters, but
I don't want to see cookie cutter dumb high school characters. I want to see characters that, at least attempt to make smart decisions. And
I don't know if you're going to see that. I mean,
did you think Linda and Annie in the original Halloween were smart characters? Because they were pretty stupid.
Yeah.
well,
it seems like they're paying
compared.
a big homage to it and trying to do the original justice by doing the sequel. So, yeah, I think there's going to be kind of those characters. I don't think they're really thinking that in advance to that.
Well, just not like.
But I get what you're saying.
Let's get fucking drunk and high while there's a killer on the loose.
I think that is going to happen.
Yeah, I do think that's probably what you'll see. I don't know. I mean,
I think it'll be I think it'll be better than than 3, 4, 5, 6, and all the other ones.
7, 8,
For
9,
sure.
10.
So I mean,
now look, I love Halloween 2 personally. I think it's a great. Anytime I watch Halloween, I always put on Halloween 2 right afterwards.
yeah.
So I mean, I don't know if I'll enjoy this one more than that, but I do like the fact that I've kind of got alternate timelines I can go with.
No,
Right.
exactly. I think that was smart for them to, not do the whole related bit, but
And
still
I
kind of
think
pay homage to it in the trailer.
Right.
That was kind of cool.
There was a lot of stuff in that trailer that pays
Oh,
respects to the other
tons.
films. right when he puts his mask on, he's walking around the street, he bumps into a kid with a boombox. That's from Halloween 2. I don't know, but going back to the question about like why I think it will work, you know, the original Halloween, there's such a like mystique about that ending, you know. You know, you always were left wondering what's been happening that whole time. So, I don't know. I don't know. I just think it's so much better than some of the other horror franchises that like a direct badass sequel.
Do you think that they're from the trailer at least? Do you think they're trying to play Michael as more human, or still?
I don't know.
You know, that's what I always wondered. Like
Probably.
they captured him and was able to lock him up and stuff. You know, and I don't know.
Right. Well, that's kind of one thing I was kind of on the fence about, because I always loved the idea, you know, to imagine that after he disappears at the end of Halloween 1 that he's been out there all that time, you know.
Yeah.
The fact that they captured him kind of, I don't know how I feel about it, but I liked the way it was presented in the trailer. Like, it didn't look corny, it looked like badass, you know, that big checkerboard courtyard.
Very Kubrick. Yeah.
Very Kubrick. Yeah. So I don't know. I think it's kind of still the whole supernatural entity sort of thing, you know.
Sure.
I don't know.
The real
I think
boogeyman.
the quality of the director helps as well.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And then the other part of the question: any bands you're listening to lately? Any new albums that you've been jamming to?
Gosh, I mean,
Ghost.
No, new stuff. I discover new music all the time, but it's not.
Or like a band that you used to listen to came out with a new album and.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
I mean,
I think for you, Filmies, like you kind of got me into the resurgence of the whole pop punk, like Knuckle Puck and Neck Deep and stuff.
Yeah, I mean,
Balls deep.
Balls deep.
I constantly listen to that stuff, and there's new stuff all the time. I found myself listening to Dance Gavin Dance a lot lately because they just put out a
Their
new album.
new album sounds really good too. Yeah,
It is really.
Johnny Craig, everyone's favorite MacBook thief.
he's not in it anymore. They
Yeah,
kicked
he's
him
been
out.
gone for a while.
Okay.
eBay swindler.
Johnny Craig is a fucking scumbag.
I can't
Yeah.
think of like the last time like I got into a new like current band. You know, I discover new music all the time, but it's new to me. It's not necessarily new music.
Right.
I'm always getting into like older bands. You know, I don't know.
Matt?
I'm trying to think. I mean, just like the pop punk stuff, I got back into.
Yeah.
Because I had just listened to the same stuff, like Glassjaw was a big one, Circus Survive, all that stuff. For the last, I would say, probably like 5-7 years. I know.
Did anyone hear that new Smashing Pumpkins song?
Yeah, my friend who was like obsessed with them, like shitted on it.
He shitted on it, didn't he? Everyone shit on it.
Yeah, he said
It's
it
a
wasn't
good song. I don't get it.
Yeah, he
It's
didn't like it.
You shitted it on.
Shitted it on it.
That's cool. They were on Jimmy Fallon the other night. That tour is in a month. Can't wait.
Is that your bucket list shit too? That's gotta be like.
It's one of them. You know, there's not very many bands left that I love that I haven't seen. I mean, I can't. You know, this will be it.
Damn. Nice.
All right.
Thanks, Ryan.
Yeah, it's a
Calling
good
out.
fucking question,
A
dude.
hell of a call, man. Appreciate the fact that you've been listening to us that long. It always amazes me that people like this shit. So
Keyword on shit.
shit, yeah. I think of how like negative I sound in here sometimes. I'm thinking, how could anyone possibly enjoy listening to this? But
I know, and it used to be a shtick, but I think it's real life.
It's just
honestly.
it manifested into real
I
life.
think it's become,
ladies and gentlemen, this is just who I am. Okay.
It's like Venom. It just took over his body, and now
Yep.
that's who he is.
Yeah, the Topher Grace version.
Ew.
We had one comment, one question on Twitter. Beatska, let's get a What We Watch segment. Love those. Keep up the content, dudes.
We haven't done that in a long time now.
We haven't. We'll bring him back. First time watch that kind of replaced it a little bit. We'll get to it. We'll bring
Yeah.
it back.
Brandon,
we got time.
Brandon, I hope you're doing well, brother. It's been a while.
Yeah, brother. Hope you're doing good. And
Yes,
then,
brother.
What'd
Yes.
you say?
Yes, brother.
I said yes, brother.
And then Film Rebel. I think this is Grubby.
Yeah,
I'm Nolan.
It is grubby.
What is any movie you want to see on the big screen? And Seth, are you seeing Big in theaters in July for its 30th anniversary?
Oh my God! I didn't know it was coming to theaters.
How the fuck did you not know?
Well, I don't know, but holy shit.
Holy shit.
I
took
think
my
you
breath away
just
for a
came a little bit.
Um,
What was the first part of that question?
What films would you want to see in theaters? I've seen most of my favorites in theaters, so
I would still like to
Same.
see Jaws in theaters.
That would be
that's-
fun.
That's
Yeah.
coming here.
Is it?
Where is it? Where is it? There's a place where they do it on a lake, and they show it like on in like an inner
Yeah.
tube and shit.
Sorry, I really don't want to watch Jaws with my legs dangling in the water.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm sure about that. I don't even like going in swimming pools because
I'm sure there's no sharks in the lakes.
well, you never know. Okay.
Actually, I think it might have been this past week, or maybe even yesterday. Oh no, Jaws is coming in July.
Oh shit.
July 10th.
None
Movie
mothers,
trip.
I guess.
Movie
None
trip.
others, I guess. But the better film coming out 2 weeks after Kindergarten Cop. So
Oh shit.
Now, why would you need to see Kindergarten Cop in the theater?
why would they even have that?
Yeah, that's
It's
kind of
like-
weird.
You know, like Jaws is one thing, see the epic ocean and, you know, that groundbreaking shark.
Yeah,
Why
it's
the
a summer
fuck do you need to see
blockbuster.
Schwarzenegger in a classroom on a big
Yeah,
screen?
it's like July 10th.
In
Oh,
Astoria,
Jaws.
Oregon.
Nice. Next week after that, Jerry Maguire. Okay, all right. And
What?
then after that, Raiders of the Lost Ark. Cool, all right. And then Kindergarten Cop.
Where is this
What?
at? Like your local theater?
Yeah, Harkins. It's in Arizona.
Oh, okay.
Theater.
Yeah.
They do it-
Sharkins. Anyways,
Shark.
yeah,
Good one.
I forgot Kindergarten Cop was filmed at Astoria. A couple classic films shot there.
Literally a couple. That's it.
Hit puree.
It's one better than the other.
So, yeah, I mean, I don't know. Any films come to your mind of what you want to see on the screen? You saw 2001. I'm jealous of that. I think that would be epic.
Saw
Yeah,
that one.
that's
I've
on my
seen
list.
Shawshank, Saving Private Ryan.
Shining
Titanic.
would be cool.
I saw Jurassic
Yeah.
Park.
Yeah.
Shining. Halloween 78 would be good.
I've seen that in the theater. Yeah.
I mean, the list is almost endless.
I mean,
really.
yeah, literally any old movie that you like.
Grubby is like the #1 fan, by the way, of this show. So
He
Of
remembers
you.
the little things we say.
he's the man. Can always count on Grubby to participate.
Damn straight.
Thanks, Groovy. Well, got a lot of news to talk about
All right.
since we haven't been here for a while.
Well, who touched who this week, and who got sexual accusations against
Well,
him?
We've got a lot of touching this week, so let's touch down. So, first off, this is old news, but Morgan Freeman was accused of touching people.
Not
This
my
blew
Morgan.
over though, didn't it?
It blew over very quickly.
Yeah, this is bullshit, and it's not gonna have any lingering effects. I don't
Was it?
some
Was it
young-
fake? Was it fake news?
Some young assistant came out and said that on the set of Going in Style, there was harassment over several months. She alleges that Freeman subjected her to unwanted touching and comments about her figure and clothing on a near daily basis. Freeman would rest his hand on her lower back or rub her lower back.
Her lower back. Wow.
Kept lifting up my skirt and asking if I was wearing underwear.
Oh my god.
And then there was another one about some like movie review chick who does those interviews where they sit him down and I guess she was pregnant and he made a comment about how I wish I was there.
Yeah, but it
And
wasn't
that he
even about that, right?
Yeah, it wasn't about that. And she said he was looking up and down, and if you look at him in the video, he's staring off. He's just
Exactly.
staring.
Yeah.
So
And he was
another-
referring to whatever what's his name said. Anyway.
Yeah, whatever Alan
Yeah.
Arkin or whoever.
I'm sick of them trying to tarnish the great legacy that is Going in Style.
Agreed.
Fuck, leave that shit alone. That's an American classic.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, he's been in some other good movies too, but that one is tops.
7, Shawshank, Going in Style.
Yeah.
Going in Style.
Going in Style is better than Shawshank Redemption.
Glad you said it.
We also have Weinstein. Harvey Weinstein was actually arrested now, and he's in court, and he's going through a trial right now. So we'll see what happens with Harvey.
He's going to the slammer.
Yep.
Oh, he's gonna be slammed.
Slammed in the slammer.
Slammed in the slammer. But one of my favorite pieces of news from this week, in lieu of Harvey Weinstein. Rose McGowan has been indicted on cocaine charges.
I hate this chick. This is awesome.
That's
Oh,
great.
God, this bitch.
It was the cocaine that put itself up my nose.
It wasn't Harvey in my cooter. It was the cocaine in my nose.
She was so hot in Planet Terror. I was like, what happened to this chick?
Feminism.
It's a disease.
She went crazy.
But I saw like the other day, when the great celebrity chef Anthony Bourdain committed suicide.
Yeah.
Oh, this.
Rest in peace. Parts Unknown was a great show, but she was on Twitter and she posted like this really annoying sob video where she's crying hysterically, like, "Oh, why is it doing, Anthony?" Like,
Well,
bitch, quit
I
trying
heard
to get attention. It's all it is.
I heard she made a comment that was like, "Oh, he just gave up" or something like that.
Oh my god, whatever.
But
I think it's not necessarily a conspiracy theory, but I think he definitely didn't mean to do it. I'm throwing that out there right now.
Well, maybe he was
really?
jerking off like the kid in World's Greatest Dad.
Could be,
or like David Carradine, or
Yeah, Carradine, that's right. I don't know.
I
feel
It's
like he was on medication for either anxiety, depression, and those that gave him suicidal thoughts.
Who knows? It is kind of strange though when someone like that, there's no note or anything. They leave you wondering.
Definitely.
I wish these big, high-profile people that kill themselves would at least leave notes.
Well, like Kate Spade.
that's
Did she leave a note?
Yeah, she said, "Fucking blame your father." She was talking to her daughter.
Oh my
god. What?
Read up on that. Yeah, like something like, "Oh, honey, don't worry. It wasn't your fault, or it had nothing to do with you. But ask your father," or some shit like that.
Oh my god. He must have been part of some sex cult or something.
I don't know.
Allison
Pretty
Mack.
fucking incredible.
Wow.
But like, when Robin Williams killed himself, like, I wish there would have been a note that was.
So he was the
released or
same
something.
thing. They were talking about Bourdain, and Williams was on a lot of medication that caused a lot of that, like those side effects.
Yeah, he had issues anyways.
Exactly.
Yeah. It could have been like a side effect, spur of the moment. I just want to do it.
Well, it's going to give you those tendencies. So I'm curious to think if they actually meant to do it or if it was a part of the medication.
Crazy.
We'll never know.
Well, one of my favorite quotes here is that I'm the only one who's had handcuffs on me so far in this situation. That's not right. Talking about the Weinstein situation.
Oh my god.
Well, see, you had cocaine on you.
Yeah,
He's on trial right now. What he did is not going to be like something that they do quickly.
I really despise this chick. I mean, it makes my skin crawl just hearing about her.
Agree.
Well, it makes sense. I mean, she got fucked up, so she looks like it. Well, the cocaine makes sense.
Shit.
And then we have one more touching story. Not touching in the
Literal
the
touching.
the heart wrenching sense, but the touching in the physical sense. So I guess it came out that Brendan Fraser, we probably talked about this, but he had talked about how he was.
Who raped him?
Nobody raped him. They just inappropriately touched him. I guess they grabbed his junk. And
Okay.
they ended up coming out that, it was true. It really did happen. Nothing's
Cool.
happening about it, though. As the
A guy grabbed his junk, or
yeah, I guess it was a producer or something. And it's the title of the article says Brendan Fraser's Me Too story is why more male victims don't speak out because they don't care when it's a man.
That's
Wow.
true.
There you go.
So
Poor Brendan Fraser,
know.
man. He has gone
Yes.
fucking
something
downhill.
something bad happened to that guy.
Yeah.
it was that divorce.
Yeah. The divorce
Yeah, I
fucking-
saw him like, I don't know, seems like a few months back. He was on some show. It just looked like the life was sucked out of him.
No more mummy movies to fall back on.
Damn it.
Oh yeah.
Scorpion
He really-
Kings.
No more George of the Jungle.
No more.
Oh,
What was the fucking
shit.
jockey one? Dudley Do Right? What was that?
Dudley Do-Right. Bedazzled.
God.
Oh, poor guy. Speaking of poor guy, it was official. The last Munchkin has died.
Hey.
Damn it, Jerry Marin.
So we are.
Is that the one you met?
Jerry Marin.
Is that the one you met?
No, I didn't meet him. I wish, though. He seemed like a nice guy.
So, a piece of Wizard of Oz is gone forever. That film is...
That's crazy.
I don't know.
That's not true. This has been debunked. There's still a living cast member.
Which one?
Well, some Wizard of Oz trivia for you. During the Munchkinland scene, some of them were children and not grown adults, midgets.
Of course.
So some lady came out, like, I don't know, after he died, that I'm still alive. She was like a 3-year-old girl during the Wizard of Oz, but she's still kicking.
Well, let me change that. The last important Munchkin.
There you go.
The last cast member that anyone cares about.
Yeah. So, unfortunate. May you rest in peace, Jerry Marin.
It's weird watching movies like that. Like, okay, when you watch The Wizard of Oz, you think, wow, everybody on screen is dead.
I know.
I don't know if you normally think about that.
Well, like when I watch some of
It
those
gets to
older
that
movies,
point.
that's what I think. You know?
Yeah, definitely.
Like when you're watching The Wizard of Oz and all those munchkins are dancing around, you think, wow, literally everyone in this scene is dead.
They've moved on.
I've thought that before, too.
They've moved on. How touching.
Touching.
How touching.
What is that?
Yeah, what was that?
Jingle All the Way quote.
Oh.
Okay. And then this list, or this cast list for Tarantino's new movie keeps growing. Al Pacino is now going to be in it.
This is gonna be so good.
It's gonna be great.
So far, let's get the. So it's DiCaprio.
Let me get a list real
DiCaprio?
quick, because there's
Yeah.
Once Upon a Time.
DiCaprio, Al
There's a whole
Pacino,
list going on it.
De Niro, Fellatio.
Robert De Niro's annoying.
Fuck
Glad he's
Trump.
not involved in this.
Why?
Can you just fucking go to the Tonys?
Thank you.
Accept your award? Like, fuck.
Are you a big fan of the Tonys? Did you watch
No,
it?
but it's just, that's the big story. Like, what the and all these, like, oh, I don't even want to get into
Since
it.
Since when was he like a political fucking advisor?
Shut up, Bob.
Stick to acting.
Bob, I'm sorry you get dirty grandpa roles now, okay? Fuck.
Okay, so a list so far. I don't think this is a full list, but some of the bigger ones: Leonardo DiCaprio,
Okay.
Brad Pitt, Margot Robbie, Burt Reynolds, Kurt Russell, Tim Roth,
shit.
Michael Madsen, Timothy Olyphant, Damian Lewis, Dakota Fanning, Emil Hirsch, Clifton Collins Jr., Al Pacino now.
Army Hammer.
Is he?
No.
Timothy Chalamet. Elle Fanning.
Chalamet,
Elle Fanning.
Elio,
Hugh McGregor.
Elia.
the
John
cast keeps
Krasinski,
getting bigger and bigger.
Robert Pattinson.
Robert Pattinson.
Eller Coltrane.
Harvey Weinstein.
They just get the entire cast of like every movie.
Oh, shit.
Yeah,
It's
it
funny.
just keeps getting bigger and
Bigger
bigger.
and bigger. That budget keeps getting bigger and bigger.
Fuck. You'd have to
Bigger
think
and
some of them are
bigger.
taking.
What's what I'm saying? Like DiCaprio alone, fucking
He probably takes up half the budget.
yeah.
Has he been in a movie since The Revenant?
No.
Nope. And he doesn't have to be. He can do whatever he wants now.
True that, true that.
And then, this last one is something else. Some virgin. Some loser who watched Infinity Wars 43 times in theaters gets an invite to Avengers 4 premiere. Who the fuck would do that?
I know a few
Yeah.
people that would do that.
I don't think I've seen even my big 46 times or whatever. I mean, that's crazy.
I don't think I've seen anything.
Hold on one second. How many times did you see it?
43.
43 times at about $9.50 a piece. Spent $400.
Oh,
Ugh.
my God.
And how much time?
He could have
wasted.
spent that on rent, moving out of his parents' house.
He could have bought a hooker or at least got something out
Oh,
of it.
yeah,
you know?
definitely.
Shit. Man, pathetic. I can
I mean,
imagine what this guy looks like.
Oh, I can just imagine.
I have
what
an idea.
What the Avengers cast is thinking when he comes to that.
They're
premiere.
thinking he smells like Doritos and his foot.
Please welcome to the red carpet, Pizza Face.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry. You know, I have a hard time going to see a movie twice in the theaters. I mean, I don't get it. Look, I don't fucking, you know, we rag on the Avengers and all that stuff. I don't care who you are, though. You can be the biggest fan of the Avengers. You can't tell me that movie's that good to sit through it 46 fucking times. No way.
Nah.
Yeah,
Nothing that good.
I don't know.
I think it's just the complex of wanting to think it's good.
Even if you liked it, even if you thought it was great, 43 times?
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't even watch Suspiria that much.
Well, I think you
that's,
have.
you know, that would be 42 times.
Yeah, there we go. But I moved out of my parents' house.
That's true. That's true.
Good job.
Yeah, I have a job.
Proud of you, bud.
True that, brother.
It's a sad world.
It's very sad, dude. That's crazy. And the fact that they acknowledge it and invite him to fucking...
Yeah, what's he being rewarded for? Fuck.
Oh, wow. You spent $400 to see our movie?
They could at least let have Scarlett give him a handy or something.
True.
Oh, he probably wouldn't even like that, though. He'd probably ask for fucking Chris Hemsworth instead.
Can Hulk give me a Hulk job?
Scarlett, thanks, but what's Ruffalo doing right now?
Where's Bucky?
Where's Fucky? Can Bucky give me a Fucky?
Where's Bucky? Shit. I just Wakanda'd in my pants.
Can I get some of your Black Panther?
Oh.
Ew. Okay.
Okay, I'm tired of talking about this virgin. Can we move on?
Yeah, let's talk about some trailers. We got a few. We can just rush through these real quick. The first one, the Sisters Brothers.
Didn't see this one. What was this one?
It's a Western with John C. Reilly, Joaquin Phoenix, and Jake Gyllenhaal.
Oh.
Looks pretty good.
Who's directing? Is it like a no-namer?
Jacques Audiard.
Okay, a no-namer.
He did A Prophet, Rust and Bone, D-Pan. He does foreign stuff.
Oh, okay.
Pants.
Rust and Bone, is that the one with what's her face?
Marion Cotillard.
Okay.
Yes, it is. It is.
So he's doing a Western.
And then we have Damsel, the next great, what's his name? Robert Pattinson film.
Oh, nice. Sorry to interrupt. I'm going to step away for a second. Please keep it going, guys.
Yes.
Yeah, this is the one I sent into the chat. It does look artsy, like an artsy Western film.
Okay.
It's got Robert Pattinson and Mia Wasikowska, Robert Forster. Samuel Alabaster ventures across the American frontier to marry the love of his life, Penelope. He traverses the Wild West with a drunkard and a miniature horse named Butterscotch. However, their once simple journey grows treacherous, and soon the lines between heroes, damsels, and villains are blurred. That sounds really generic, but it looked unique from the trailer.
Yeah. That sounds cool. I'll peep it out.
And this one is directed by David Zellner, who did Kumiko the Treasure Hunter.
Oh, okay. Never saw that one.
And then we had a full trailer for Christopher Robin.
There we go.
Fuck, this looks good.
I almost cried, man.
Oh, it hits me in the
I'll
feels.
never forget you, Pooh. And you fucking
stop
did. You fucking did forget him.
You fucking forgot me, Christopher Robin.
So
bitch.
fucking good. Although all the flack I'm hearing from is that Tigger doesn't look either authentic or he looks pretty disheveled. I don't know. That's what everyone keeps saying.
He looks like Tigger.
Exactly. That's what I say. I don't get it. I don't know, people think that he looks different.
I think if they would complain about anything, it was that Eeyore sounds different.
Yeah. Hopefully he's not in it too much.
But
I liked it.
Yeah. I can't wait. Looks good.
It's going to be a goodie.
And then we had... Here you go, Matthew. Suspiria.
Yeah.
Nothing?
So, what's the director's name? Luca G?
Luca Guadagnino.
Yeah, Luca G. So, I knew right off the bat he wasn't going to, try to pay homage to the original Suspiria, which is great. I think that's a good direction to take it. And I actually really like the direction he's taking it.
I thought it looked good.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to compare it to the original other than the basic plot, but I like it's got that Rosemary's Baby like Polanski type filming, you know, like when they stare at the women and the angle of lenses. It's creepy, dude, like 70s film.
Yeah, that I got that vibe, 70s film. But yeah, Polanski, that makes sense. I can see that.
That's the kind of vibe I'm seeing. So that's great. Like I think that's a good direction to take it, and I'll be peeping it out.
No, I think it looks solid.
And supposedly it's supposed to be really, really bloody and gory. So
remake of a shit film.
A film you haven't even watched.
No, I couldn't make it. I couldn't last fucking 5 minutes.
Okay.
I prefer Neon Demon.
Nicholas Winding Refn's a one-hit wonder, by the way.
That's fine.
Pretty close.
And it ain't Drive.
I like 3 of his movies.
Only God Forgives.
Oh my god, the worst movie ever made.
Oh my god. Anyway, whatever.
Why don't you?
Only who forgives? Who is God?
Who is God?
I was ready to walk out of Hereditary in text. Can you please explain to me what's going on in Hereditary? But luckily I understood it. So.
And by the way, Filmies, you did a fantastic job of explaining it. So.
Thanks.
Yeah, but yeah, I was saying that to, I forget who I said to. I was like, oh yeah, Matt. I was like, Seth liked it. I'm like, probably because it made sense.
Probably because he got it.
Yeah, you know.
Probably because it made sense.
But it was like right on the border of not.
And there's naked people in every A24 film, you know.
That's my favorite. A24 ranked.
That it? I think it was that ending though that really
solidified it for you.
Yeah.
Oh, the last 30 minutes was fucking amazing. I loved it.
Oh, just burn it. Just burn it. Just trust me. Just burn it. Good stuff.
I love family dramas.
Oh, great. Love it. And then we had a couple more here. Widows, the next film from Steve McQueen, who does great stuff.
He does.
It was... So it's the wives of these robbers.
Yeah, they die.
Doing the heist. And they didn't make it annoying in the sense of like, oh, it's women that are doing it.
Yeah, they each have a purpose of why they're doing it.
Yeah, they just naturally did it. So, good job there, Steve McQueen. Way to make it not about feminism. And one that intrigued me a bit, Girl in the Spider's Web, which is, I guess, a sequel to...
It's the second. It's the second in the book series.
I was intrigued. I liked the scene where she's got the guy hanging, and it's kind of just
who's directing this, though?
Let me check real quick.
This disappointed me. You know, I liked Fincher's first film. I think it's one of the better things he's done. I liked Rooney Mara in that role.
Damn, it's Fede Alvarez who did the Evil Dead remake and Don't Breathe.
Yeah, that's right.
Interesting.
Hard pass.
You didn't like the Evil Dead remake?
Oh no, it's okay. I
didn't like Don't Breathe, but
yeah, Don't Breathe.
Not really. It was just I think it was overhyped at the time, and then I'm not a fan of semen in a baster.
Yeah, nobody really is, but I was intrigued by the trailer. I think the chick Claire Foy, interesting to see her going from the Queen of England to this character.
Yeah.
Well, and Fincher's producing it. It looks like.
Okay, so at least he has his hand in it.
Yeah.
But still, yeah. I mean, Rooney Mara would have been.
Love her.
Rooney Mama. And then we had. And then we had. God, will you shut up?
Eat that pie.
And then we had Robert Redford's Lucky. It looks like the old man and the gun. You know,
I thought this guy was retiring.
Well, did we really think that? Do they ever really retire?
No, not when they need money.
The old man and the gun. This looks interesting. About a guy an old man who just walks into banks. He's a gentleman about robbing them, and he It's got Robert Redford, obviously, Casey Affleck, Sissy Spacek, and it's directed by, get this, David Lowery.
Ooh.
Who?
Yeah, what did he do? A Ghost Story?
A Ghost Story, Pete's Dragon,
Oh, okay. Those 2 good films.
Ain't Them Body Saints.
Haven't seen that one, but I
It's
own
a
it.
solid film.
Haven't seen that one. So,
Oops, sorry.
oh, somebody's got calls.
Couldn't
And,
pencil this in, could y'all?
Yeah. I'm sure he wants to talk about this, but we'll... Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. Say what you're going to say.
Oh no, I thought you were going to talk about the next one.
I was, but
We can wait for stats. I didn't get to see the old man and the gun. Does it look okay?
I will check it out because I think it looks really good. It's like one of those films that you get from one of these actors such as Robert Redford who's getting old, and it's like their swan song sort of.
Got it. I thought that was
Like-
that fucking Sea movie with him in it. I thought that was like a swan
All Is
song.
Lost?
Yeah, yeah.
That movie's fucking good.
Is it? Is it boring? I feel like it'd be boring.
It's kind of slow, but I really liked it.
Okay.
And the ending is... I like the ending.
Yeah.
And then we'll move on to the last one here real quick. Dumbo. Tim Burton directing.
Yeah. I skimmed
What'd you
skimmed through this a little bit.
It looks pretty. Danny DeVito's in it.
Well, here's the thing with Burton stuff, like the trailers always look good. And then when you watch it, like he kind of peters out like in the middle of his stories and stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, I still would have liked. Wasn't Paul Thomas Anderson? Oh no, I think he was attached to Pinocchio.
But
yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'll watch it.
At some point, yeah.
Yeah. It's not.
Is he going to talk, or is he just going to be...
Oh, I would assume so. Yeah. Or
Is it
they
just
just
gonna
do it
be
through
a-
actions and shit, you know.
Yeah, an inanimate...
I
Not
know.
inanimate, but like just a silent Dumbo.
Yeah. A silent
A silent dumbass.
silent dumbass.
Let's jump into some Blues and Criterion. Fuck. I was reading the next part. Blues and theater.
Yeah, let's
releases.
do it. Okay, coming to Blu-ray and now 4K. Let's do 4K now. June 26th. So there's a bunch of 4K titles coming out. A lot of every Mission Impossible movie you can now buy in 4K.
Cool.
Yeah. So if you've wanted to get your, fix of Mission Impossible and Tom Cruise, there you go. We have Groundhog Day, which is a great film, by the way.
That one's been out.
On 4K?
Yeah.
Oh wow. Well, maybe
Maybe it was like... I think maybe it was a Best Buy exclusive, so maybe it's wide.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. We have The Curse of the Cat People. That is coming out to a standalone Blue. I feel like it's already had a certain... Didn't you watch this movie?
Just cat people.
Oh, it was just the normal cat people.
Just normal cat people. Strange movie. I don't remember liking it.
Okay. So that comes out. Damn, it's a shitty week. What else do we got? We got Sleepless in Seattle Blu-ray.
Ooh.
Yeah, you fan?
I've never seen it. No, I've never seen it. But Tom,
but I mean Meg.
but
Meg.
I like when
so
Harry
yeah,
looks
I mean,
out.
I feel it's gonna be dated, like really dated. But
probably.
Oh, that movie with Margot Robbie and it's Neon Colors Terminal. Comes out.
Terminal illness.
Terminally ill. That one comes out. We have like nothing else. If you wanted to get your Harry Potter fix, there's a 3-pack. Oh no, 2-film collection. So you can collect all of them in 4 editions.
God, I mean, how many editions do they need?
I don't know. 1 million. 1 million.
How about 1 million?
How about 6,000? Okay, and then that's pretty much it, dude. It's a shit week.
Well,
as
it's not
always.
much better as far as movies go. Now,
It's always a shit week.
Incredibles.
I know a lot of people are really excited about this, but I don't care for the original, The Incredibles 2.
Oh God, horrible.
I
think it's one of the
liked.
most
I thought The Incredibles was.
overrated Pixar
was okay.
movies.
I liked it, but the sequel should have came out like 2 years later, not fucking. How many years?
I know a lot of people are going to see it to play on their nostalgia, and they'll love it and make a lot of money. And they'll probably come out with a third one, and that one will come out 2 years from now.
True.
And then we have a movie that was that was delayed for a while. Gotti with John Travolta. And John Gotti. Not a fan?
Not a fan, Seth?
It's got his wife in it, too. Cool.
Yeah, that's what everyone's waiting for, that Gotti movie.
What a Gotti movie.
John.
Talk about a Gotti movie. Tag.
Oh, God.
This looks horrible.
More like...
What? Oh, God.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's not.
Yeah.
It got a ton of people in it, but...
Well, you know what
I
else
like
had
John
a ton of
Hamm,
people-
but, you know.
You know what else had a ton of people in
Movie
it?
43.
Movie 43, okay?
True. That's very true.
Yeah. Well, whatever. It looks like poop. Actually, I don't even know. I'm just saying that. I haven't seen a trailer, but it sounds stupid.
It's about a group of friends that
What's
Try to
even
outdo
more
each other.
sad about it is it's based on a true story.
It's a true story. Story of 5 virgins.
Yeah, it was one of those guys that saw Avengers 43 times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very true.
Pretty much.
And that's...
How does that movie get passed on to Hollywood? Like, how does that, like, you know?
That's a good question.
I don't know, buddy.
I'm sure that'll make a lot of money, but who? Oh, The Witch. Nobody saw that. Stupid. I hate movies. I hate people that watch movies. And then moving on.
Thomasin. I watched the newest movie, Thoroughbreds. It was all right.
And then let's talk about some August criterion since I fucked up when we talked about it last. What?
Oh, none.
Okay, so first off, Heaven Can Wait.
Never seen it.
Never seen it.
No?
Nope.
It is, well, it's an Ernest Lubitsch film from 1943.
Okay.
Henry Van Cleef presents himself to the outer offices of Hades, where he asks a bemused Satan for permission to enter through the gates of hell. Oh, wow. Cool. So you get a...
This movie can wait.
It gets a new 4K restoration, and that's it. But, the big one, which...
Hold on.
They
Go
had-
ahead.
Tree of Life.
Fucking stupid.
Come on, Seth.
God, that's dumb. You're dumb, and this fucking
God.
movie's dumb.
I love
So
it.
good.
You know,
That soundtrack is amazing.
No,
it
it's
is
not.
amazing. You haven't
I'm
even
sorry,
seen the movie.
fucking Billy Corgan doesn't do an Ebo fucking solo on it, but
I
shit.
have seen the movie.
Did John Carpenter do the score?
Why isn't there 80s synth in it?
Oh my God, that's you.
I know, it's me too as well.
Yeah, they ended up changing the artwork because people hated the original artwork.
Oh, so the new one that you showed me, right? That's the good
Yeah,
stuff. That's
the new
great
one.
artwork.
Yeah, it's a good looking artwork.
No.
Even if you hate the movie, you can't say that that's bad artwork.
True.
Some of the worst artwork I've seen.
The original one.
Yeah, that one's bad too, but this new one, some of the worst I've seen.
The worst you've seen.
Yep.
Horrible. Seth.
Horrible movie, horrible artwork, horrible score, horrible acting.
Horrible opinion.
Quit playing that dumb shit. I swear, a couple random keys on the fucking piano, and you think it's a great score.
Oh yeah.
It's not as random as dun dun.
God, you're dumb.
Horrible movie, horrible villain, horrible director, horrible mask.
Oh God.
But A Tree of Life gets a new 4K restoration. It gets 50 minutes of extra footage
Oh my God.
and new interviews.
That's terrible.
Terrible. Just terrible.
The special expensive edition should fucking shave 50 minutes off.
Yeah, let's take more away. And
Yeah, exactly.
And you pay
It might-
more.
It might be watchable then.
You could skip through it, I guess. If you want.
Oh, don't worry.
I won't, because I won't buy it.
Horrible movie. Horrible score.
I'm glad you guys are looking forward to it. You know, I'm still waiting for somebody to explain why Sean Penn's out in the desert wearing a suit, but, you know. Still waiting for somebody to clue me in on that fucking plot
It's
point.
surreal.
Whatever.
You didn't ask questions about why
You hated
Colette was
my only
floating
God
around.
forgives fucking analysis. Yeah, if that shit's really fucking reality. That's so far-fetched.
And you always come back to the fact that Big is about a...
It's a fucking fantasy.
It's true.
It's
a fantasy film.
It's a family fantasy.
A family fantasy now.
God.
Oh, fuck. Well, we got a couple more here. Smithereens.
What?
It's called Smithereens.
Oh, is this that punk movie?
Quintessentially punk.
Oh.
Looks dirty.
This is the worst artwork I've ever seen. Gets a new 2K digital restoration and new interviews. I want to bust through this because I'm hungry.
Fucking Criterion ran out of ideas a long time. They ran out of films a long time ago. That's why they're putting these bullshit out now. Smithereens, Tree of Life, shitty movies.
Memories of Underdevelopment is the next one. Gets a new 4K digital restoration, a bunch of new interviews, and the Ballad of Gregorio Cortez. Oh, isn't that the name of the dad from Spy Kids?
Gregory Cortez?
Gregorio Cortez.
Gregorio.
Oh, shit.
That gets a new restoration.
Now Flushing, your shit.
Yeah. Now Flushing, your bloody diarrhea.
Ugh.
Spy Kids, now that's filmmaking.
Ooh, yeah. Robert Rodriguez at his best.
Alan Cumming, way better than Sean Penn.
You can dream by dream, you can have it all with me. So that's
Alan Cumming in Tree of Life.
Adam Cumming, or Alan Cumming.
Alan Cumming.
You know, that's a horrible last... Like, he's a gay
Yeah.
guy. That's a horrible last name for a gay guy. Alan
Why?
Cumming.
Straight guys come too.
Well, it's just a horrible last name. It's just a horrible last name for... it's not a good last name. You know he got shit.
It's of course he did.
Yeah.
Alan Cumming. And that's why he turned gay.
He goes, a madman, help us, save us.
He's a gay man, help us save us.
Wow. Wow. That would have flown in 2017. But not 2018.
Seth loved it.
Fuck, that's fucking funny.
Oh,
shit.
You gotta know when you listen to us. We don't mean it. It's just part of.
It's satire.
It's part of it.
Oh, fuck. Still waiting on my water to get delivered.
I thought that's where you went.
I thought why'd you step away? You eat some food or something?
No.
Take a shit.
No. Keep going.
I had to take care of a business call.
Remember
Shut
that?
up.
Business.
Well, what?
No, go ahead.
Let's jump into our main topic for this week, which is kind of relevant to this day and age. Fandom. We're all part of, we're all fans of stuff.
Sure.
But when is it too far? When is Phantom or Fandom?
Let me just skip this.
When does fandom go too far? So, in particular, we're talking about a recent case where the chick from Star Wars, Kelly Marie Tran, was bullied off of Instagram because
yes.
Star Wars fans can't shut the fuck up about anything.
There we go. Okay.
All right, so you guys, what are some toxic fandoms that you know of that you can think of off the top?
Tell you right now that fucking Halloween.
What?
Oh, really?
Yeah. Well, I'm part of that Killer Flicks Facebook page.
Well, that's
Okay.
your first problem. Get
Well,
off that
yes,
shit.
I know. I'm just saying. I'm just bringing it up. I don't care about it, but
Okay.
people go fucking nuts, in a negative way. You know what I mean? Over every little bit. It's crazy.
Every little detail.
Yeah, exactly. If you paid homage to it too much, that's a bad thing. If you went too far away from it, it's a bad thing. Like, you know, you can't please. You just can't please them.
No, you can't please any of those people. And a lot of those guys that are like, you know, into horror like that, that's all they watch, you know?
Oh, no, yeah, it's its own, like, genre. That's it. It's like the Marvel fans, but...
I mean, I love watching horror movies, but I don't know how I could sit around every day watching, like, you know, all those shitty Shocker and shit like that, you know?
Yeah, it's like those they have no problem with, but when it comes to stuff like Halloween, they're paying too much homage to it.
Yeah, it's just weird.
Like, what do you people want, you know?
That's what I'm saying.
That's perfect. I remember the days where you could just watch something and move on. Well, in this case in particular, people fucking hated Star Wars The Last Jedi, and they did not hide their feelings. Star Wars fans have never been known to hide their feelings. They are some of the bitchiest people that there are. Nothing is ever good enough. And I actually have a picture here that I saw on Twitter where it says, "This is the fan base that drove Jake Lloyd insane, made Hayden Christensen quit acting, made George Lucas not want to make any more movies, made Daisy Ridley delete her Instagram, and recently made Kelly Marie Tran leave Instagram."
They are the worst.
So, I mean, they were saying racist, nasty things. I think they changed either her character Wikipedia or her Wikipedia to ching chong, bitch, fat bitch, stuff like that.
God.
Stuff like that, and it's just like, what do you want? At some point, they even had petitions to take it out of canon. It's
how lonely do you
sad.
have to be to sign a petition? You know what I mean? Like, don't you have other shit to do?
Canon. Yeah. I mean, they're shitty people, and of course, what we're talking about now, this is not everybody in a fan base. It's the bad ones that ruin it for everybody else. Another really cancerous fandom that I came across, Rick and Morty fans.
Oh, worst.
Not only because they think it's the greatest thing ever, but when McDonald's did that Szechuan sauce promotion,
they lost their shit, dude.
And they lined up outside, and they didn't have enough sauce, so they start yelling at the employees. They start destroying things and going crazy and making a big deal because they couldn't get their sauce.
The thing with those people is, if you say anything bad about that show, they hit you with the argument that it's too, like, intelligent for you, that you don't understand it.
Oh, yeah. Give me a break.
No, it's not. And I like that show, but it's not.
Yeah, you're one of those guys.
I smell good, though.
You take showers.
Yeah, I move on with my life. I watch the show and move on. I don't go buy T-shirts of it.
Just move on. Shove a pickle up your ass.
Pickle dick. When you get to the point of, you know, causing physical damage and harm, it's pretty sad. But this next one, I looked up what are some of the worst fandoms, and this was one that was like Universal, Steven Universe. I've seen the artwork for this, so if you look it up, you may have seen it before. But somebody named a couple of incidents here. A young fan artist was bullied to the point of attempting suicide for drawing rose quartz in a certain way that pissed some people off. And then another one, a bunch of brats thought it would be funny to leave negative reviews on a Keystone Motel, a real one in Florida, because the events in a certain episode happened in a fictional motel of the same name. Needless to say, it was hurting the business of the actual motel. There's talk that somebody did actually commit suicide, but I'm not really sure. Doctor Who is apparently
but that show's been on forever.
Yeah. I mean, what are some more that you can think of? I think horror fans.
Star Trek? Wouldn't that be?
Star Trek, yeah. It's like it's like this nerd culture has turned into this really cancerous, toxic fandom.
Yeah.
And I don't get it. I don't understand. What you think of any, Seth? You got any?
What about
he's probably gone right now.
Well, I don't know if they're bad or not. Big Bang Theory. I just don't like that show, so I would assume the fans are.
I like the show, but I think it's very cheesy, and I get the vibe from like the actors and probably some of the people that watch it that they think they're the greatest thing that's ever happened. Anime is one that's popped up.
Oh yeah, okay.
Anime fans are fucking nuts. The stereotype for anime fans are kids in trench coats, white kids poorly pronouncing phrases in Japanese to each other, fat wears Naruto headbands, the fan that watches only what's on Adult Swim, the fan that only watches dubs or the opposite, buys anime dolls.
Wow.
It's just... I loved the days of just watching something and moving on with my life.
Yeah, or just enjoying it, but
not having to throw up my
to
opinion
go on threads
Letterboxd
and fucking Twitter and Reddit and start getting people kicked off Twitter because they just don't want they can't handle the scrutiny.
Oh yeah. I mean, when you get somebody to quit.
That's crazy.
Posting on Twitter and Instagram, you ruin it for their fans that want to see what they're putting up, and you're really fucking with that person.
Yeah.
And Ryan Johnson, of course, he got a bunch of it too.
Yeah.
He just kind of said, "Fuck off."
I think he knew going into how to handle it.
Well, they complain when the films are the same. They complained when Force Awakens was too much like a New Hope, and then they complained when Last Jedi was different.
When Luke's character, is different or something.
Yeah, you gotta let go. You gotta let go of the characters, and you gotta let go of the toxic fandom.
But here's the thing: so if that fandom was so bad, right? You would think that they would stop going to the movies and supporting,
right?
So we wouldn't get any more.
Yeah,
but
there's
we
very
continue
simple,
to get them.
Yeah, there's very simple ways to voice your frustration, and you don't have to like the movie. You can dislike her. You can dislike her character, but that's a character that she played.
What the fuck does Daisy Ridley like? She has nothing to do with the movie. Like, she's an actress.
She has nothing to do with the character.
I'm sorry. Yeah, she has nothing to do with the character. Like, her personal life is nothing. That's what's so crazy.
And they get too invested in it, and I don't know. It's like the nerd culture.
They blur the line of reality and fiction. I don't know.
Well, maybe it's just their way of feeling important. Like they matter and they have an opinion
that's true. That's a good point.
That is important. I'm just kind of scrolling through Reddit here. Comics. I mean, of course, that's the same sort of demographic.
Well, I would think same thing. Like just as Star Wars, Marvel. They probably have their own.
Well, Marvel and DC.
I was gonna say DC too. I mean,
they fight over which one's better than the other.
Yep.
And they just can't enjoy both. It's always an argument.
Guess what, guys? Batman doesn't exist.
Oh,
he's not real. Sorry.
Oh God.
Sorry.
And it's all the same demographic. I can imagine the people that get upset about this stuff.
Oh, right,
fat pizza faces. My Little Pony is one. That's just a weird one. The fandom for that is just strange. Or bronies, that is. Also, the fandoms that think that they're whatever is they're a fan of can do no wrong. Bands or or Marvel. It's like they think that Marvel can do no wrong.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what they. Yeah, exactly. Well, what about since you and Seth like sports? What about sports teams and?
Sports fans are the worst.
Yeah.
To the point where they get drunk and they physically fight people.
Exactly.
Just because they like another team. And it's like you have no hand in what's going on in the field. You're just a spectator.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And the players don't care. They play, they lose, they move on. It's
their job,
Yeah. It's the fans and it's fine to have a playful back and forth, a banter.
But when a healthy rivalry or whatever.
I mean, there was a story a few years ago where, and I forget who did it to who, but it was a Giants fan, a San Francisco Giants, and a Los Angeles Dodgers fan.
The Dodgers fan did it to the Giants fan. But it was here in LA. It was
to the point where he almost killed him.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then now, they upped the whole, Dodger Stadium, the precautions to be able to go into the stadium. But those fans are fucking, LA Dodger fans are bad.
They're the worst.
Yeah.
They are fair weather.
Because you go to a Dodger Stadium, right, and you see a game, then you go to Angel Stadium, and it's like night and day. It's crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah,
No,
they're just...
I cannot stand Dodger fans. I can't stand the team. But
sorry, I
I'm
know
not
my
gonna
cousin's listening to this podcast. Sorry, Melanie.
Sorry,
you're a huge
you're
Dodgers
fine.
fan. My grandma was a huge Dodgers fan, but talk to your people because they're just giving you guys a bad rap.
Yeah, they're making it worse for everybody. And it's like that for all sports. All
I
sports
would
are
agree.
like that.
Yep.
And it's because it's become so big, I think. Sports are... It's crazy how big that sports have become.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah. It's huge. It's huge.
It's huge.
Oh, man. Okay.
I'm just seeing if I can find some more here. It's a lot of animated stuff too, which is strange.
That
Steven
has
Universe
a whole subculture, not here obviously in the U.S. But yeah, that's like a crazy thing. I don't even know. I wouldn't even imagine.
I don't know, my friend.
Because your main stuff, if you're doing movies, your main stuff is Marvel, DC, Star Wars, because everything's a reboot, horror. Like, I mean, even the James Wan fans, like that whole Conjuring universe,
Yeah.
and they're crazy.
Yeah.
Like it's nuts, dude. Like any franchise, it's just
Any franchise, yeah, but some are
way more
worse than others. I can't really think of like Harry Potter fans being like that. I'm sure they're out there, but I don't hear about it. I don't hear about like Lord of the Rings or...
That's true, yeah. Well, and in all honesty, I could be naive, but those seem like reasonably intelligent movies based on intelligent novels, so you'd have to read it. So I would think you would be a reasonable person versus,
just like, mindless visual.
Exactly. Like you'd have to have some sort of sane, thing to know not to go on, forums and start stuff.
And that's the internet. No, we're fine.
Did you get your water? Oh, okay.
Good job. Happy for you. Fuck, what was I gonna say?
Harry Potter fans.
It's also the not the new introduction, but the internet. Everybody has a voice now. Everybody has some way to complain and voice their opinion, and it makes it worse. I mean, Reddit is a perfect example of a place to go and bitch about stuff.
It's cancerous, man.
It
YouTube, the comments, it's just cancerous because when you can hide behind a keyboard, you'll say whatever you want to say, and then you have to say it in person. There's no way you'll do it.
Yeah. Different time, and it's unfortunate. I wish you could just watch things and shut up about it.
Yeah, or even if you disagreed, have a reasonable argument and be okay with it. It's fine.
Yeah,
it's fine to not like something. It's fine to disagree.
Don't go spouting racist stuff.
You didn't like The Last Jedi. Great. Okay, then say you didn't like it. Move on.
Yeah, you don't have to go on with a 3-page story about why.
Yeah, I think even Seth had brought that up before. Like, it doesn't ruin the first 3, like the original 3. It takes nothing away from that. Like, so I don't know why people get so crazy.
It's there, but those other ones are also there on their own.
It's fine.
You don't have to watch them.
Agreed.
Seth, are you there?
Well,
cool. Well,
I
guess that's that. So we brought back first time watch, and we watched The Conversation.
No, we didn't.
No, we did.
Oh,
because we fucked up last time and we didn't.
That's right. I was ready to talk about a different film.
So we have to go back to The Conversation.
That's right. Okay. All right. Let me remember it.
Let me change my brain.
Yeah. I was so ready to talk about the other film. I forgot. Okay. All right. Conversation.
Sorry, bud.
Yes.
Okay. So The Conversation, directed and written by Francis Ford Coppola.
Yep.
And the very same year he did The Godfather Part 2. Conversation
Take
was
a
nominated.
gander at what you think the better film was. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Conversation was nominated for 3 Academy Awards in 1974, including Best Picture, and oddly enough, lost to The Godfather Part 2, another Francis Ford film.
Win-win in his book.
Yeah, seriously. I mean, how many times have you seen that? Who's ever done that before?
Right, that's crazy.
So it stars Gene Hackman with a ton of other people, including John Cazale, who, in his own right, he was in 5 movies in his career. Every single one was nominated for Best Picture.
Wow, yeah, that's quite the feat.
Quite the career. Sadly, he passed away due to cancer. But so Gene Hackman, he plays a surveillance expert who gets hired to follow a couple who may be in danger. That's kind of just a real simple explanation for it, but it gets deep.
It does.
It goes strange places,
And
strange and unpredictable.
And Gene Hackman's character is kind of like this uber religious. I guess, like, what would you
Loves
class?
privacy.
Yeah, very extremely private. You know, I liked his character. That was like one of the best things about the movie, I think.
I did too. He was obsessed with his own privacy. His apartment is almost bare behind its triple locked door and burglar alarm. He uses payphones to make calls, claims to have no home telephone, and he never tells his girlfriend anything about his job.
Mm-hmm.
So he's a strange sort of person. But what I liked is how his hobby was to play the saxophone to jazz music.
Yeah, that was like an interesting little kind of, thing for him to be able to kind of cope with.
Yeah, a little tidbit about his character that, I don't know, I added a layer to it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So basically what had happened was he was involved in an incident earlier in his career that I guess caused him to be this way. It fucked him up, and I'm kind of forgetting it now.
Yeah, he was trying to surveillance a couple, I thought, right? And he got them killed, or he got
yeah, something happened where I think maybe the woman died.
Yeah, yeah.
And then I guess so. This movie, it straightforward. It's a good movie, but it lags in the middle, I would say. There's
I
like
agree.
a whole
Yeah.
30-minute segment at least where they're in his little office area just kind of talking and messing around, and he's fidgeting with the tapes. And
see, some of that I liked. Where he would, replay the tape and then it would show the scene. And he would kind of start to piece things together about what they were talking about. So I did like aspects of that, but yeah, it did kind of run. Even the beginning, I like the idea of the beginning shot, but it felt longer than what it was supposed to be, at least for me.
yeah,
And the beginning shot is it's kind of like this overview of the entire scene that he's going to be surveillancing, and you see this couple and you don't see what they're talking about, so he has to kind of decipher it. But yeah, I don't know, I just I thought the pacing was a little.
It was that was probably my biggest gripe was the pacing. I like the sound design, how it played into the recorder aspect. You hear the fuzziness of the tapes, and it kind of added another element to it. And then when he does go after following this couple, he hears some keywords, such as, let me see if I can find it because I'm forgetting what he said. Okay, so it says he'd kill us if he got the chance. The man says to the woman.
Yes.
So the basically it's an affair going on with the wife of the man who hired him, who ends up being Robert Duvall, which was a surprise. I didn't expect him to be in it.
Yeah, Harrison Ford's in it.
Harrison Ford, yeah, he's in it, and he's following the wife and the guy that she's with, and well, I guess lo and behold, it ends up being that they were planning on murdering the husband the whole time.
Yeah, so it kind of like it had a twist.
Which
I really like that part.
I love the twist.
I liked and the ending. I think the ending was one of my favorite parts.
The ending was great. So he gets a phone call from his client's assistant who tells him not to look any further into the matter and that they'll be listening. And which
then he
puts it puts him into this mindset that there's a listening device.
Yeah. So then he proceeds to literally tear his entire apartment apart, trying to find the surveillance or whatever, the listening machine,
the listening device.
Yeah.
And I loved the fact that maybe there was one and maybe there
That's
wasn't.
the thing. Like, yeah, I mean, what was it? But it just shows how paranoid he was.
Yeah, maybe maybe there is a listening device, but probably not. They wanted you to just think that, and for him to go all out and just tear the place
He
apart.
literally tears the planks of like the floor off. It's great. It's really great.
The walls and everything, and then they bring back the saxophone, and once there's a great shot where it just pans through the whole place, and you see him in the middle of the room just sitting there playing his saxophone.
Yeah.
Great
So I
ending.
definitely enjoyed the ending.
Yeah, the ending and most of the beginning. The middle is where it kind of lulled and kind of lost me at times, but
Yeah.
that twist in the ending really brought it home for me.
Agreed.
Yeah, Gene Hackman. He's
Who knew he could act?
I haven't really delved too much in his filmography. Royal Tenenbaums is really one of the few I've seen.
Yeah.
This guy looked old back in the 70s.
It's crazy. Yeah, I don't know. Just one of those guys that, looked older than he rightfully was.
He's 88 now.
Shit.
And his most recent picture on Wikipedia is from 2008.
Oh my god.
So, yeah.
That's crazy.
Well, I think we're going to keep it going with Gene Hackman, right?
Yeah. So I'm going to pick a movie that I certainly haven't watched already.
What?
No, of course not. But this movie had been literally sitting on my shelf for a few years. The French Connection. So this, we have Gene Hackman's in it. Roy Scheider's in it. Fernando Reyes in it. So this movie, I guess, won a crap ton of awards. It was one of the first, if not the first, movie to win the Best Picture that was rated R after they had the MPAA rating system.
Okay.
So it's really good. William Friedkin directed it. So it'd be interesting to see what I think of it.
Yeah.
Don't follow me on Letterboxd or anything.
That's been sitting in my collection for a while as well.
Yeah, I've always been wanting to kind of.
I have never seen it before.
I've been kind of wanting to watch it.
So cool, French Connection.
Yes.
I think that won Best Picture. I think you said that
But
already.
what's the connection?
Well, it's a French one.
But what's the French connection? Anyway, go ahead.
Who's connected?
But why is it French?
Shut up. Well, okay, cool. So I guess Seth has left. He's probably done with the podcast for the rest of his life. So
Yep.
that's cool.
Think Amazon water poisoning. Look into it.
They came in and murdered it. Well, that about wraps it up for this episode. Let us know. Did you guys check out the conversation? And are you gonna check out French Connection?
Yeah.
It'd be really cool if you guys
If you guys
joined
do
in
check
on
it
this
out,
and-
drop us a line on the Scum line. Let us know what you thought of it.
Yeah,
That'd be fun.
Let us know. Tell
Let's
us.
have a conversation.
Yeah, that's what it's all about. It's all about the conversation.
That's right.
And of course, we brought back the Scum line. And one more time, if you want to call in and leave a voicemail, you can reach us at 213-444-3766. And we'll be happy to answer your question, comment, or concern on the next episode.
Yeah, more content too, baby.
Whoop whoop.
Bringing that
Always coming out
content
with
back.
Yes, always coming out with content. So if you're listening on iTunes, make sure to go check out the channel at Cinema Scumbags. Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Cinema Scumbag.
Slacker Media.
Slacker Media. Yes, we are Slacker Media, aren't we?
Yes. Huh. You're losing your mind in your old age.
I know. We're doing all the old time stuff we
Yeah.
used to do. I'm going back to
There you go.
Cinema Scumbags. Anyway, thank you guys, as always, for listening, and go fuck yourselves.